Good morning, everyone. This is Lady Nefertiti BK, and this is a juicing video. I was requested to do this video. A couple of people wanted to know what I've been doing for the past 7 days. Today is actually day 8 for me. This is what I put in my juice that's been helping me heal my body. Parsley, broccoli, spinach. I have apple here, tomatoes, carrots, and watermelon. Sometimes I switch up on the fruit. I have watermelon in this one. I usually add kale to it as well. I really like kale, but this is what's in my juice. I'm getting ready to juice, and this is the juicer that I use right here. And let me see, what is this? Oh, this is what the juicer is called. Breville Juice Fountain, and it's very quiet. I love this thing. Okay, so I'm going to get started so you could see. And my sweetheart's going to do it for me. We both are juicing. And as you can see, you could put whole fruit or whole vegetables in it. It takes the whole thing. And then you can see going into the glass. And this is what I've been doing to help my skin condition. And as an added bonus, I've also been losing weight with it. Now you see how it took took the parsley and took the spinach and the broccoli, and it was able to squeeze juice out of it. This is a very, very good juicer. Okay, that one is, ooh, goodness, uh-oh, it's going to overflow. Okay, okay, you guys, now you see what, when I drink here. I will be back. I'll be facing the camera and giving you guys more detail on what I just did. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to show you how my juice looks this morning after juicing all of the vegetables and fruit. And I mainly focus on vegetables, and then I might have one piece of fruit because that's how I like my juice. I don't like it real sweet. So that's my juice, that's my breakfast, that's my life. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now you can actually see me. Um, Let me mix up my drink here. This drink looks so good. I can't wait to drink it. I'm starving this morning. Okay, so let me just give you a little bit of information on the background of why I even started this. I was told I had a condition called lichen planus or something like that. Within that category, they didn't know which one it was. So I have been breaking out on my arms, on my back, my legs, and then it started to work its way up my neck. And I said, no, we're not going to have that. I got to stop this. The doctors had prescribed me some medicine that was not working, and I got a little frustrated. They did biopsies on me, and then they wanted to do more biopsies because they wasn't sure what it was, because they didn't request the right thing the first time, and it was just a big mess. So I went home, I got on my computer, I looked on Google, and I typed in my skin problem, and I wanted to know if anybody else had this problem, and did they ever clear themselves of it, what did they do about it. And I found out, it kept coming back to me. Um, One person said they juiced and then they couldn't find cancer in their body. Another person said they juiced and it helped their liver. And then another person said they juiced and it helped another medical problem. And then finally I came across this woman that had the exact same problem I had. She was juicing and she was completely cleared of it to the point of not even have to take meds. Now, I'm going to put this disclaimer out there right now. I am not a doctor. I am not a food specialist. I'm just sharing with you what I did, what I'm doing that's helping me personally for my own body. I'm not saying that you would get the same results if you had decided to do this. I'm just sharing with you what's working for me personally. Now, today would be day 8 for me. My skin is clearing up wonderfully. Um, the doctor was telling me I might have this for months, I might have this for years. It might clear up, come back, clear up, come back. So that was very discouraging, but it's clearing up already. Okay, so that shows you what they know. Um, a couple of people wanted to know some of my juice recipes. Now, I just shared one, and that's pretty much the same except for kale. I add kale to it also. I might switch up on the fruit. I might have apple one day, pear the next day, watermelon the next day, and an apple. It depends on my mood. But for the first day, I had pineapple, an apple, carrots, tomatoes, and I drank a lot of water. And then at lunch, I had a large glass that had kale, parsley, tomatoes, carrots, cucumbers, one apple, and then, oh, and that's all I had that first day. Okay. Then the next day, my drink, I had the kale, the parsley, the carrots, the apple, the tomatoes. You see where I'm going with that? And then my lunch, I had a drink, and I did have some trail mix nuts that day because I felt like I need a little bit more balancing, so I had some nuts that day also. I did allow myself to have a cup of coffee, but instead of having cream and sugar, I had just the coffee and I had honey in its place. And then I had another glass for dinner, the same as that. And then the next day, I had that, and I had my coffee like I normally do. I haven't had coffee this morning though. And then for lunch, I had a juice drink. And then at dinner, I had some nuts and raisins and things like that. Um, and then my diet started changing. I still had my juice, and this time I added the apple, the tomatoes, the cucumber, carrots, parsley, kale, and spinach. And then for lunch, I had a mushroom burrito. I had lemon green tea, and then my water and coffee. And then for a snack, I had some more nuts and some water. And for dinner, I had some more mushroom burritos. And would you believe I was losing weight with this, and the whole thing was the doctors was telling me that I was allergic to something I was eating, and I didn't know what it was. I couldn't figure out what it was. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to try the fruits and vegetables, see if I'm allergic to that as well, because if I am, I'm in trouble. I'm not allergic to any fruit or any vegetables that I have had so far. Okay, and then I wrote down here in my note, my skin is healing even more on my arms and legs. My back isn't as itchy anymore. So I even have notes, okay? And then I continued on with what I had there, and then then I started putting watermelon, apple, parsley, kale, tomatoes. So you could do your own little mixture, but keep in mind, I researched this stuff before I even got started. I researched what everything did, and let me give you some information on that. Like I looked up what pears have. Pears have fiber, vitamin B, C, E, copper, potassium, pectin, and the pectin is higher in pears than apples. I never knew that. Squash, because I would have squash burritos at lunch. So my biggest meal would be lunch. So I would have a drink in the morning, and then I would have some kind of vegetable meal at lunch. And so I had like a squash burrito, mushroom burritos, spinach burritos, and then I'd add some peppers to it, stuff like that. Squash is low cholesterol, fat, has good source of protein, vitamin A, thiamine, niacin, phosphorus, copper, fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, riboflavin, vitamin B6, folate, magnesium, potassium, and manganese. Who would have ever thought squash had all that, right? And then potatoes has potassium, copper, vitamin C, manganese, phosphorus, niacin, fiber, I can't even say this word, pantothenic acid. And then watermelon has thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folate, pantothenic acid again, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, copper, manganese, selenium, co- um, colon, no, not colon, but CHOLINE, okay, you guys? Lycopene and BETAINE, because I don't want to say that wrong either. Avocado Has fiber, potassium, vitamin E, vitamin B, folic acid, lutein, and it also helps absorb fat. Okay, my camera had cut off. But that's okay. You get the gist of what I'm doing here. So I make sure I have a juice in the morning. I have some type of vegetarian meal in the afternoon, and then I have juice in the evening. I do allow myself a cup of coffee in the morning or even in the afternoon, because sometimes I get real busy and I can't drink it until the afternoon. And I make sure I drink water throughout the day. I drink lots of water throughout the day to help flush my body out. Um, my ankles used to be swollen, my feet were swollen, my legs were swollen, and I just had that skin condition. My feet has gone down, my ankles have gone down. The skin problem I was having, it's almost faded. It's almost faded. My back is not bumpy and all that anymore. So I'm just going to keep going with this. This is probably going to be a life thing that I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm allergic to, and now that I am a older woman, my body has changed, and things that I used to be able to eat and do, I just can't do it anymore. So to me, I look at this as a positive. You know, you have to try and find your blessings in life. To me, this is a blessing. It's forcing me to take better care of my body, to take better care of me, and just care about myself a little bit more. So I don't look at this as a negative thing. I look at this as a blessing and a positive thing, and I will be doing this as a life thing. So I feel great. I feel wonderful. So if there's any questions that you have about what I'm doing or whatever, just let me know, and I will definitely answer your question. Like I said before, I am not a health professional. I'm not a doctor. I just very simply Googled this stuff when the doctors could not help me, is what I did. Okay? So you guys have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.